Hey everyone! Welcome to the replay for those of you who are joining us on the replay. And for those of you joining live, we'll give you a few minutes to pop in, say hello, let us know that you're here. We're both on YouTube and Facebook. This is part 2 of a project we started earlier today. If you missed that, check out our other channel. But as you guys are joining, I want to make sure you guys know that a brand new release is happening. The winter warm-up. We have it in our hands. We're going to show it. It's not a ton, but before we get a project, I just want to show you what we got. And for those of you that have not subscribed or liked our page, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe and a little bell icon. And Facebook, as always, has changed things up again and reset everyone's notifications. So if you are on our Facebook page and you hit like, make sure to change your notification from highlights to see all. That way you know when we're live, you know when to catch us. Now, as you guys are joining, I won't take up a ton of time explaining it because I know a lot of you are either well aware of what Couture is, are a Couture designer on our team, a club member, but I still want to highlight really quickly the 3 ways you can experience Couture. There is multiple ways you can experience Couture, and I always like to tell people it's not up to us to decide how you want to experience it. It's up to you. And I know sometimes this may be your first exposure, or maybe you've seen Couture demonstrated before in a live or at an event, class, or workshop. And depending on who the designer was, they might have been steering you in a direction. Now, no matter how you experience Couture, we would love to be your designer. And there's 3 main ways you can experience Couture. The first, and probably the way that most people try it first, is they literally try our product by shopping our site. They take a look at a catalog and find a few things and say, before I dive deep, I'll try it out. Now, we're in the middle of technically 2 catalogs, but we have a promotional, which is called the Winter Warm-Up. Now, the different catalogs literally are just that. We have a, is this camera 2?
3.
3, thank you.
2 didn't work for some reason.
Gotcha. All right, so we are in the cycle of 3 catalogs, the autumn winter. Cannot stress this enough, you guys. A lot of these items are retiring, if not already out of stock. Things you want to pay attention to is number 1, our pastes. We have these, which are called the In Vogue. It's Rosewood, Scarlet, Camel, Shimmer Harvest, and Shimmer Olive. These will more than likely go away. And when I say more than likely, every once in a while, an In Vogue color will become a permanent color. But for the most part, they go away and new In Vogues come in their place. So if you want those and they're still in stock, take advantage. And 40% of this catalog will get retired. So I always tell people, don't wait because you might miss out and then you're going to be scouring the internet. Now, besides the autumn winter, we are also smack dab into our holiday suite, which is a Christmas bonus. This is where we release the deer cutouts. This is where a lot of our Christmas. And today we're going to be unboxing and showing you the winter warm-up, which contains Valentine's and heart cutouts, which we'll show you. Now, you know you will be shopping on our site because in the upper right-hand corner will be, well, it will be my photo, Ken's Creations. You can search and you'll be able to find us or use any of our links. Now, I have a lot of people that say, Ken, I really like this product and I think I want to place a big order. Should I join? I keep hearing just join, join, join. And I always say, well, there's 2 ways you can join Couture. You can join as a Club Couture member, or you can join as a designer. Both of them offer amazing benefits, but they are very different. So let's chat a little bit about Club Couture. Club Couture is an exclusive program that gives people an exclusive B-size transfer and 3 paste singles a month. And the only way you can get this is by being a Club Couture member or a designer. So you can't just go on a website and shop. Now, right now, this is our December Club Couture. But you guys, they already shipped me our February or our January. Look at it. You, me. So this one right now, if you're a Club Couture member, you're getting this one or will be getting this one. And you can add this. Starting on January 1st, you can add this one to your Club Couture. Or if you join now, you'll get this one here. Now, Club Couture comes with some pretty amazing benefits. Number one, it comes with $4.95 flat rate shipping for US designers. I think it's $9.95 for Canadian designers. It also comes with promotions every month. The promotion this month is called A All the Way, and you can get some A size transfers for just $5. Okay, that is huge. But if you join our Club Couture program, we also like to offer our own incentives. Number one, we love to spoil our Club Couture members. We send them Happy Mail every quarter. This month, I'm still waiting for some cute little gnomes to come in, and I have one part of it, but those gnomes need to get here, and then I'll ship those out. You also get special promotions and sales and deals so good I can't even tell you what they are. Like, they truly are, like, I can't. I'll get in trouble. But you also get this guy who does your ordering for you, does customer service, helps you out, make sure you are getting the best deal. But more importantly, you're going to be part of our Club Couture community, which means you get access to our Facebook and YouTube exclusive groups and exclusive lives. So for example, this weekend, we will be doing an exclusive live around the December Club Couture. We will show you 3 ways to use it on 3 different surfaces, using paste, using ink, and we give it away to 3 lucky Club Couture members. Now, when you join Club Couture, you have the option of adding what's called a Kickstarter kit or the current Club Couture. And I think this is where the confusion comes, because people will say, I joined as a designer, I bought a kit. And I'll say, well, what was the kit? They said it was $69. And I'm like, oh, that's the Kickstarter kit. So if the Kickstarter kit is in stock, it basically kickstarts your Club Couture by giving you a couple surfaces, white Chalkology paste, a multi-tool, a small squeegee, some board erasers, and it gets you up and running for your Club Couture. And you also have the option to add this transfer. And what do I mean by that? So right now it's December. This is the December transfer. So if you were to join today, you're technically joining for January. That's when you would start. But if you love this transfer, you can add this as an add-on. Mm-hmm. And then in February, you'll get this beautiful transfer sent to you. So that's the second way you can experience Chalk Couture. The third way you can experience Chalk Couture, and I always love to say this, is why just experience our product when you can make money using our product? And you can make money so many different ways with Chalk Couture. You can sell our product directly. You can host workshops, classes, sell completed projects. Really, the possibilities are endless. But what I always come to is, if you're going to spend more than about $125 in one transaction every 3 months, you need to be a designer, because you're going to get 40 to 60% off your product. Number one, you also get our amazing new starter kit. So for $99, you get $250 worth of product, which includes 5 Chalkology paste, 7 transfers, our apron, some surfaces, a starting guide, and it goes over Designer Debut. And Designer Debut, oh my goodness. Your first 3 full months with Chalk Couture, you have Designer Debut. And what that means is whenever we place an order or someone places an order, it is considered something called PV, personal volume. And for every 200 personal volume, you get 20 designer dollars to use the next month. So if I place an order on my Chalk Couture site in back office and it's 400 PV, next month, Chalk Couture gives me $40 to go buy a free product. But the first 3 months as a designer, you get the ability to earn Designer Debut, which means if you complete all phases, phase 1, 2, and 3, you would earn 240 designer dollars. But then Chalk Couture meets that and gives you another 240. So you can earn $480 plus $150 in the starter kit, which we're up to $580, so $630. It's a no-brainer. So essentially, I get people all the time saying, I wish I would have joined as a designer so I get these discounts. But here's the deal. If you join as a Club Couture member, It's a 3-month commitment. After that, it's month to month. But in that 3-month commitment, if you decide to become a designer, they will actually waive the remainder of your Club Couture program. So depending on how you want to experience Chalk Couture, there is a way for everyone. Regardless of how you want to experience it, we would love to be your designer. There we go. All right, before we start, I've been drinking Captain Morgan's and Diet Coke, so Coke Zero. Cheers. Sean felt very excluded.
Having myself a wonderful Washington Appletini.
Courtesy of a Miss Allie.
Miss Allie, thank you.
All right, so before we get to our project, let's open the Winter Warm-Up. Now, Winter Warm-Up, let me explain this. This is not a catalog. This is a promotion. Chalk Couture got feedback from customers and designers last year that said, your holiday suite didn't have Valentine's. Your spring summer didn't have Valentine's. Where do I get Valentine's? And they said, oh, so this year they gave us a holiday warm-up. So it is a selection of transfers and a surface to hang us over until we get to our spring summer. So let's take a look at that. Sean already has the heart cutouts, which we'll open here in 1 sec. But let's go down to the bottom camera and oh my goodness. Oh, I love unboxing. It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay. So first and foremost, I know you all are dying to see, so let's open up our heart cutouts. Now we usually have a cutout for each season. We've had in the past pumpkins. We've had Christmas trees, Easter eggs, house, ornaments, tags, and now we have, oh my god, oh deers. We have deer cutouts.
Oh yes.
These are freaking adorable. So they come in a box, just like this, and they're so cute. They're just like our other cutouts. Let me bring in our deer cutouts here. Here's our deer cutouts. Aren't they cute? Can you zoom in just a little, Shani?
I sure can.
So they are the same thickness of the deer cutouts. You can see here. All of our cutouts have a natural wood grain to them with a kind of a gray. These are not perfect hearts, meaning that they're more of a vertical heart, not a horizontal heart. And they do have a transfer that goes with them. We'll show you. The deer cutouts are still, these are so cute. I freaking love our deer cutouts. Let me put these guys back up.
Lee was just asking, how many cutouts did you guys buy? We have lots of people that are ordering over 20 at a time.
I know. We bought 5.
I just got-
So here's the deal, you guys. I'll be honest with you. Valentine's not my favorite holiday. My mom passed away February 17th. And when people would come to visit her in the nursing home, they would bring Valentine's Day candy, Valentine's Day balloons, a lot of I love you bears. And as much as I still love Valentine's Day, there is a part of me that's like, oh, it's the time of the year my mom died. With that said, I love some of these transfers and I love the heart cutouts. We typically, I'll be honest, we don't carry a lot of stuff on hand because we actually order for our customers directly on our site and ship it directly to them. But we ordered 6 heart cutouts and we may order more. I do know some people order tons, 50. I mean, especially if it's during a normal year where it's not COVID and there's events and classes, some people order 200 at a time. It's crazy. So, All right, let's go back down here. Let's start with our A transfers. I'll zoom this out of the way. So this first one I love. Our A's are 5x7. This one is called Refrain from Whining. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is hilarious. This is where I always tell people, it's so important to know our sizes. So when I say sizes, we have an A, B, C, D, and E. And before we had the sizing, when we would see a transfer in the catalog, I didn't pay attention to the measurements. And so if I saw something like this, and in the catalog, you see, let me just show you, you're not paying attention. You get to the catalog and you're like, oh, look at this, it's so cute. You would naturally think a lot of our Subway style are an E-size transfer. It's not, it's an A. It's 5x7. Why is this important? Well, when you're in Hobby Lobby and you are like, oh, I want to make this, you know it's an A-size transfer, so you're looking for something about 5x7. So it's very important. All right, so this one is called You Are. I love it. You're the coffee to my donut, the spring in my step. Love it. I love this one. Oh, Love you with this confetti look. Beautiful. That would look so good on acrylic, raised up.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to go to our B size. This is going to be 8.5 by 11. And first up, we have the Conversation Hearts. The Conversation Hearts, obviously, are hearts that you can have a conversation. Like, I guess, those little plain candy hearts. I have already got a ton of questions on, do they fit on the hearts or heart cutouts? Technically, these do not fit on the heart cutouts, but you could. But these are perfectly sized to fit. All right, next up we have Hugs and Kisses. And then Love Knows No Boundaries. And I love this. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. It's important to note that some of these items will retire and some will carry over to our spring-summer catalog. Basically, if it's a Valentine's one, very Valentine's Day-ish, February 14th, very, very heavy on the love, those are probably going to retire. But the ones that are a general love, like this one that says the best thing to hold on to in life, I anticipate this to be carried over. I don't know that to be sure. I always tell people, if you love something, get it while you can before it retires. All right, let's go on to our C transfers. These are 12 by 18. I love this. We had a transfer that said, "You are my sunshine." And here's the fun fact. It matches that font. So if you have that transfer, this is the continuation. So the first one said, "You are my sunshine." And this one says, "You'll never know, dear, how much I love you." Love it. These are our heart cutouts. So these are designed with this in mind. So if you got the cutouts, you're going to want this transfer. Moving right on to the last one, which is our D. Give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back, and reasons to stay. Okay, so this transfer, 2 years ago, I think, obviously losing my mom had an impact on me. And I went to Couture and I said, we have no transfers to honor our loved ones that have passed. None. Footprints and Sand thing. And they released one that was essentially the one that I made in dedication to my mom, which basically was for those that we've said goodbye to, hold dear. So the fact that we have I have goosebumps right now. You can actually see them.
He does.
Because in memory of transfers hit a real spot in my heart because I can make something for my mom without it. When the mom's transfers come out, Mother Day transfers, a lot of those are like, mom is where your heart is. Mom's the best thing in the home. And for us that have lost moms, and I know there's a lot of you, that's kind of hard. So to have a transfer released to memorialize someone is, it's very personalized to me. So I love these kind of transfers.
Yep, they're awesome.
And I know a lot of other people do. So there you go. There is our winter warm-up. And I think they did a great job. I'm going to put these back in here.
We have a couple questions.
Go for it. Let's hear those questions.
Gina says, if the transfer has an author, is it a must to chalk the name?
If the transfer... No, it's not. I see what you're saying. So Couture will always give credit to the author, but you do not have to and sell it. You're not... you don't have to. The only thing Chalk will do is they will always try to make sure if there is a trademark out there that they don't infringe on someone's trademark. Now, with that said, there is a lot of trademarks out there, and that is way above my pay scale. So they have attorneys at Couture that deals with that. But for the most part, our angel policy allows you to be able to use the transfers and then sell the product how you see fit.
The other one was Never, Never, Never Give Up by Winston Churchill.
Oh, yeah, it was. And we didn't... I cut his name off on all of them.
Another question.
Yeah.
From Kristen, will the cutout hearts carry over? Don't know. We're not told. We're not privy to any of that stuff. So
here is the deal on cutouts. Number one, we're not told. Number two, they're season specific and they cannot get them. So for example, pumpkins last year. Pumpkins sold out mid-October and everyone's freaking out. And basically the CEO said, we cannot order more to get them here before Halloween. And after Halloween, they're pretty much dead. So would hearts carry over? I'm not sure, because after Valentine's Day, is there a place for them? Probably, but that's a call they have to make. I just usually tell people, look at our product list. If you're a customer, ask your designer, and buy while you can.
That's true.
So, all right, we're going to start on our project now. I'm going to bring in our board. We made this in part 1, which was on our other channel, and we converted this out of a chalkboard that was not as flattering. It was kind of this kind of brownish color, and using a wide variety of products, here is our end result. So the idea for this project actually comes from another designer. Her name is Cheryl McCartney. She is very talented. Adore her to pieces. And I will let you guys know, I tend not to try to use retired transfers because I get the frustration of watching someone do a project and then being told, oh, by the way, you can't get this. I am using retired transfers tonight because I saw this project and it hit home. Christmas is a special time for me. It was a special time for my mom. And I truly, even though you can have your thoughts, I truly believe there's a Santa Claus. And I truly believe he comes to my house. And I truly believe that on December 23rd, he goes out and buys stuff and puts them under my tree. I truly believe sometimes he writes Sean's name. But regardless, if you don't believe in the magic, it won't happen. And so I love the magic, the warm fuzzy, the getting together with people, creating traditions, honoring memories and stuff. So when I saw this project of what she did, I was like, this is brilliant. And we will be using 2 transfers. Both are retired. One is a transfer I use a lot, which is from our Chalk Story collection. And it was called the Joy in the Journey. And we're also going to be using a vault transfer. So for those of you who don't know what a vault is essentially means
something that was probably retired and came back for a short time.
So basically transfers that are very highly sought after, that are retired, they'll bring them back out of the vault, and they usually go pretty quick.
Yeah, they do.
And Believe was one of them.
Yep.
So it came back, and so we'll be using that one. If you guys have any questions during our live, please, by all means, let Sean know. We're going to start with this. So the idea of this project is obviously Santa and his magic elves have one night to travel the globe, and you have to believe or he won't visit. And when I saw Cheryl do this project, I fell in love with it. And it was so funny because when Sean said, oh, I see this out, and he goes, did you see that project Cheryl made? And I said, funny, you should bring that. He was like, we're doing it, aren't we? And I was like, oh yeah. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to start with the world, and we're going to be using some basic colors. We're going to use Scarlet, which is, in Sean's opinion, the
best Christmas color they've come up with so far. The best
Christmas color by far. Did you hear him? By far that they've come out with. I'm also going to be using Bright White and Greige, which is a how do you describe Greige?
Greige?
Greige? Gray? I thought it was Greige. I thought it was gray and beige. Greige.
Greige, gray, or beige. I know Greige.
Beige?
Beige. It's beige.
I'm out. I can't. That was hilarious.
Greige.
You know that most people say they use beige for something else. You do know this, right?
Yes, I do know this.
Like, you understand what you just said out loud. Like,
I do.
You guys, this is what I have to deal with him. He literally was like, I'm pretty sure it's Greige. I'm pretty sure it's Greige. Gray and beige. Or it could be Greige, like gray and beige. Do you sometimes hear yourself?
After I said it, yes. Going, wait, that doesn't sound right.
I know, Cece, your daddy's funny. All right, let's get going.
All right.
Okay.
Are we using a new camera? Nope. Same camera that we've had for the last...
But our camera may have also had a little bit of Captain Morgan's and Coke, so maybe that's why. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, and we want to go right back down to this camera. We are looking for a good, smooth consistency. So
Heidi says it's a warm gray.
It is a warm gray.
Yeah.
I agree. It's not a blue gray, it's a gray gray.
It's not a blue gray or a green gray, it's just a gray.
Yes. So we're going to start, and we're going to do a hot mess on this using greige and bright white. I just used my bright white, and it probably is a little on the drier side. So now you want to make sure that if you are going to stir it up above your project, be very careful because it can splashy
Yes, I can.
out. All right. So we got our two colors ready to go. And the reason I'm choosing those two colors is our frame is kind of a whitish, blackish kind of color. I have used this transfer so much.
Yes, you did.
Oh, sorry, microphone. So here's the deal. I always tell people, if you love a transfer, you buy one to love now and you buy one to keep, because I use transfers nonstop, and if you take care of our transfers, they'll last forever. I have probably 5 Merry Christmas and Happy New Year just because it's retired and I don't ever want to see it. What?
What? We're in that?
What?
I didn't do that.
Jonathan McCoy. I did it. Do you want to pick up the board for me real quick? I put it right there on the multi-tool. Wah, wah. So, this will probably be one of our last Christmas projects, because by now, if you haven't done your Christmas projects, I mean, you still have time, but do you?
You have time to do them.
So we'll probably be shifting a little bit to our Valentine's, New Year's. Plus, our creative kickstart will start soon, which I'll explain what that is tomorrow once it launches. Oh no, it launches on the 17th. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean the surface. This is an Arteza board. A couple things I don't like about it is it nicks really easy. Is that what that is? So you can see where I've tried. So even a fingernail on this will scratch it. So I didn't like that. And it's porous, or it's non-porous.
This is like our
It's
Aiden
like our
boards.
Aidens.
So
fuzz, fuzz, fuzz.
So fuzz. It's kind of like porcelain.
I'm struggling, Sean. Struggling.
Did you get it again, or did you?
I think I did. I just need to fix the problem and be part of the solution. Okay, I think we're good now. We're good. Are we good?
I think we're good.
I can't believe it's almost time already to change our back display. But you know what I'm so excited for? Leadership's coming up, which means what, Sean?
New catalog.
Literally, I lose my voice because I get so excited. That is a true story. Halfway through an event, people will say, Kenny, what happened to your voice? And Sean's like, they debuted new product. And they're like, yeah. They're like, he's like a little girl and he screams. It is what it is.
True story.
It is. I still believe in Santa, you guys. Like,
did you wax this? No, he did not.
I like to live on the dangerous
We live on the danger side here. If you're in a high humidity area, you might want to.
Okay, but we do want to make sure it's centered. Now, a couple things on this. Number 1, you want to make sure it's centered. But number 2, I'm going edge to edge, which means I will literally be going edge to edge. But because of that, I am not the cleanest chalker. So what can we do, Shawnee, to help us not chalk on the outside?
We can put some tape down, like a little bit of your transfer tape.
So this is called placement tape.
Or placements.
And
right.
everyone always says to me, why is it called placement, Ken? And I say, because it is actually was introduced and released as a way to get good placement for our alphabets. I don't use a lot of our alphabets, and so I have not shown a lot of that. And I use this more as masking tape to block or give protection.
Lori asks, where's leadership this year? if it happens,
Which currently right now it's
it's still on, is Savannah, Georgia.
Which we've never been.
Never been.
Very exciting.
CHOCCON will be in Nashville, Tennessee.
Very exciting. Never been there.
Never been. Can't wait.
Can't wait. All right.
I want some Nashville-style barbecue.
You know what I just now thought of? Is I want this to be up here, so I have to move this down. Good thing I caught that.
Caught it. Caught it well.
Caught it? Caught it well. You know what, Sean? Depending on how you are the rest of this live, I might just give you a little bit of this color.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it killed me.
Yeah. Since we don't even know if it's happening, we haven't even bought plane tickets yet.
We haven't.
Quite a few people have not bought plane tickets. But, of course, if it does cancel, we can... Delta gives you credits, and now I guess they'll even give you an extra 2,500 bonus miles. 2,500
Yeah. I'm hoping it... I mean, I would love it if it didn't cancel... Okay, well... I get if they have to cancel it for safety reasons, but because CHOCCON was canceled and Couture tours are canceled, and I'm a social person, I will cry a little bit on the inside. I'm not going to lie. All right, Sean, does that look better? Is that centered?
There you go. Yeah.
You're happy?
Yeah. Wow, Kim, that's crazy. She says, I have no motivation this year, not feeling Christmas even. My house is usually very decorated, not a decoration inside.
I will tell you, I've been there certain years. I'm not going to lie. There was a couple years where I told Sean, like I said, I'm just not in the spirit, no matter what I do. And I was trying to force it so much. And I think it was a customer said... kind of a Seanism. Sean is the master of telling me his great insight of, it's kind of blowy outside or stuff. But a customer said to me, here's the deal. If you push for it and you're constantly looking for it, it's not going to happen. But sometimes if you're not even thinking about it, it happens. And he said, so basically you're telling me you're either going to feel it or you're not. And he was like, yeah. And it's kind of true. There are years that I've not been in the Christmas spirit. And even on Christmas Day, I'm like, I don't know what it was. But this year, I think because we've had so much craziness with our dogs passing and everything, is that centered? It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you have it more that way. Because
I do?
look at your spacing here to there. You have like a finger and 2 fingers over there.
Wait a minute. Listen. I don't think so.
Look it up in the look in the monitor. See how much more there is over here.
Well, really?
Are you looking at the lines? I mean, it should still be the same. That's up to you.
Okay, where's my tape measure? I think you've already had too much to drink.
No.
And you don't even know what
had
you're
one
talking
drink.
about. So it's hitting at an angle at 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 at an angle here. I hate it when you're
2
right.
1/8.
I hate it when he is right. Nothing. Ugh. Good catch, Sean. Okay, so we need to make sure it's centered.
Just yeah, you can't do that one.
Okay, what do you think, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Better?
Yep.
Is the Highness happy?
Highness?
Your Highness?
I'm not your Highness.
What do you say about this, CC? What do you think? Don't you think Daddy Sean sometimes is ridiculous? He's the one that puts a diaper on you, not me.
I have to, though.
You don't have to do anything.
Well, if you want blood everywhere.
Sean, why do we have to go to that dark place?
That's what it is.
Oh my gosh, I can't right now. I can't. You guys, that's what I have to deal with. Okay. Sean, what do we think? Are we happy? Do we know it?
Yeah, it looks
Does
good.
your face really show it?
Yes, looks good. Thank you, Heidi. It does look good. Much better, everybody says. Yes.
Nothing irritates me more than when Sean is right, but then when you guys all agree with him, it gets worse. And he's already doing his drunken... He's feeling his drink. You want to know how I know? This is what happens. Go up on us. When Sean drinks and starts getting buzzed, he does this. Mm-hmm.
I can stop doing that.
And he does a lot of smiling and does a lot of this with his eyebrows. And he just laughs. He goes, oops.
Wrong camera.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. All right. Sorry, our first live was long, and I had my best friend Captain Morgan visited me.
The spicy one.
He is a spicy little man.
He's a spicy meatball.
I don't think he's that.
Yeah, probably not.
Because that is more of Luigi. He's from the Caribbean. All right. Are we happy, Shani?
I love it.
Oh, my goodness. Let's not get too out of control.
Oh, no.
All right. I'm going to do a hot mess. Sean can explain what that is.
Hot mess, sometimes known as marbling and stuff, is multiple colors that are placed all over the place and then kind of melded all together to kind of give you a marbly, tie-dye, or just, it looks a mess on top until you remove it.
4-inch squeegee.
Then it's really cool looking. One second, I got tape here. Can't wait for them to change this one.
What do you mean by that?
Well, first of all, when they created the 4-inch squeegee, they did not use the same type of silicone.
Well, you got to remember, this is going way back to the beginning.
Yeah, it's actually really going
Oh,
back.
I have a bubble. Not good. We'll see when we lift it up, but not good.
Yeah, it's not made of the same type of silicone as all the other squeegees.
It's like a hard silicone.
It's rubber. They said it is.
Oh,
it is
rubber?
a rubber. It's a hard rubber.
And it works fine, but it isn't flexible like the other
Yeah,
ones.
it's not flexible. So
it's not a silicone.
If you take the new handheld and just made it 4 inches long, perfect.
Can you do me a favor?
On a handle, what'd you need?
Just hold that, and we're going to try to get this bubble out. Okay.
You got it?
Well, I went off the side.
That's right, you can clean it up. Clean her up.
So if you have a bubble, you can try to do that, or normally I wouldn't care, but it was a big bubble. It was the big one, Johnny. Okay, so the only bad thing about, I guess it's not, I should stop saying it's a bad thing, but hot mess, you cannot save your paste because it's mixed. Right? Sean?
It is mixed.
So, keep that in mind. You'll be the sad.
Ooh.
What?
Michelle says salted caramel hot chocolate and caramel vodka.
What is she talking about?
Yes, please, Jennifer. Coming to your
Wait,
house.
is it Jennifer or Jessica? Did you just say Jessica?
Jennifer Isom.
I thought you said Michelle.
No. Did I say Michelle?
Yes.
No.
You said Michelle.
I meant
You said Michelle.
Maybe I did.
Okay, so if you are a heavy chalker, you want to get your chalk lines. What am I talking about there, Shawnee?
So sometimes as you're squeegeeing things off, a lot of the extras goes off to the side and leaves a big giant line. If you literally left that and pull it, that line actually goes through and stays there, and then you have this line on your display, and it's not what you want.
Not what you want.
No.
Ah.
What happened?
Well, when I lifted and tried to get rid of it, it messed it all up.
Oh, barely. You can probably get that cleaned.
You think I should clean it or just dry it and redo it?
No, I think you can. It's all within where you can clean.
All right. You sure?
Yeah. Hot.
Then dry it.
Okay, I'm going to dry, so I'm going to mute us real quick, so give me a moment. For all those who don't know, we live right here.
Okay, so...
So what if Australia has a few new islands? It's not islands, it's just a slight... You almost can't even see it because of the camera if I zoomed in.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to zoom in because we're going to show them how to fix it.
So you can see that there's this little extra
So extra.
All this here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he was talking about.
Here you go. There's your paste.
I did say Michelle. Thank you, Lakefront. I did.
See?
I think what happened is that as I was seeing, I saw
You're
Michelle's
drunk.
name.
That's what happened.
No, I saw Michelle.
I'm so glad you
Thank
guys
you.
back me up sometimes because he will argue with me until the cows come out.
Until I'm blue in the face?
Yes! And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, sorry. Okay, so we're going to clean this. First thing we have to do is make sure it's dry, dry, dry. Now your options on something like this is you can wipe it away, say bye-bye, or you can use ammonia-free glass cleaner. Why does it have to be ammonia-free?
Ammonia-free keeps it from streaking or leaving behind any kind of
Can you zoom out a little bit so they can see what I'm doing here?
Yes.
So I'm just taking my Swisper and rolling it in this foaming Windex.
There it is right there.
And we're going to use this as if it was a eraser. So this end, literally you just go in, clean. And then the other end, which is kind of a flat, I'll get Sean one so you guys can see. I end up drying with it.
Let's see if this will work. I don't know. Oops. Sometimes this camera does not want to do what I want it to do.
I think that's user error though.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but...
It's camera error.
It is not!
So it's It's 2020. Drink up.
Drink up!
Kimmy, I am right there with you. Anything hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps, that was like the drink.
See, for me, it was butterscotch schnapps.
I've done that one. At first, I never heard of that until somebody says, have you ever done butterscotch? I'm going, what?
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
And I tried that, and it's like, well, that's really good too. But I do like the word, who was it? It was Trista. She said hot cocoa with peppermint vodka.
What is this?
I didn't even know they made peppermint vodka. So, yes, please.
Oh, he's drunk, you guys. He's doing the yes, please. He only does this when he's drunk. You guys are getting Sean in rare form. Yes, please!
Hey, Isaac. How you doing? He says, what if you put the paste in a separate jar or an empty jar and just mix to create new colors? Do it all. We do that all the time.
He's kind of a stretch.
He does that all the time.
Because when I say, Sean, I want to get to this color, you can't.
Michelle is asking, can you explain the frame?
Yeah. Explain all day. I'll let him do that. It's in our segment 1, but basically it was a Arteza board.
Arteza board.
And it was kind of a... the wood on it wasn't my favorite. It looked like...
It's an ugly brownish color.
So I painted it. And then I used a product called Wood You Bend, which is wood that you can heat and bend. And I fixed it. So, you can look up Ken's Creations on YouTube and find that video. All right. So, now that we have this, this is another thing I don't like about the Arteza boards. Can you come into right there?
I sure can.
It leaves really bad what I call halos, which is right. You can see it up there. Can you zoom in just a squidge more?
Yeah, you can see that.
And it does that a lot. So it's really hard to get it clean and perfect. But you can do it. But that's another reason I'm not a fan of these. I won't lie. They have good deals sometimes. I don't know if they still do. But I wasn't a fan of their boards. Okay. Moving on. So this is going to end up going along the top here. And I'm going to have it... well, maybe...
Are you not sure?
Well, I don't want it to cover up too much. Is that covering it? I guess it's not.
It's just barely kind of...
Barely
touching.
All right, so I'm going to put this down. You can go up to us for a quick sec. I'm going to turn on... Can you grab my hot glue gun? Yes. So we already prepped this in segment 1 of our video, so if you missed that, go check it out. We're going to do hot glue gun, and I am going to utilize...
I'm sorry.
Tongue dispensers, right?
So here is the handheld squeegee if you've never seen it. So hopefully in the next catalog, because they hinted.
Well, what happened is when we were doing Couture tour of their factory, warehouse, we went into where they create everything. Our team, done by Kari Childs, and Mr. Sean barely speaks up, but then he was like, you know what? That 4-inch squeegee isn't like the rest. They need to replace it. And she just looked at him and she goes, that would be great if we were working on something like that.
Wouldn't that be?
So
I said, yeah, just wait. And I said, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this next catalog, they'll have a new one that looks like this, but obviously in the 4-inch handle and everything.
yeah.
So
Okay, so while my hot glue is heating up, we can go ahead and open this. We'll go back down to that camera. And this is the Believe transfer. It's one of my favorite transfers. In fact, I will go grab. I'll be right... Well, let me go see how bad it is. Let me see if I can get it. Just a sec. Calm down.
Calm down, everybody. He originally super glued the two edges of these together and then just snapped. So I said, why don't you put a couple of these large tongue depressors to help do that.
So, this is the board I made last year with this transfer, and I love it. Santa Claus is coming to town. We got it in glitter, and you can add as many deer as you want. We have the town down there. I freaking love it. Let's show them on this down camera. Here, watch out, Johnny. Grab that side for me. So I used this from the Haunted Mansion, but isn't that cute? And so I love it so much.
We kept it.
But then I saw...
For all those who were wondering, Washington Apple Teeny made with equal parts of Royal Crown Apple, sour apple pucker, and cranberry juice. Equal parts. It's very good. See, Beth, I love Junior Mints. That's why I love chocolate with peppermint schnapps. It's just like it.
So this transfer comes, of course, with Santa Claus, the reindeer, extra reindeer, a nose if you want to do Rudy, and then the sentiment Santa Claus is coming to town, and my favorite, which is Believe, which is what we'll end up using too. Mm-hmm. So we're going to cut out all the pieces. And anytime you see a white line, that'll let you know where to cut. And if you don't want to keep the backing, we do have something called transfer backing sheets. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're not using anything of this stuff, so I can just put that off to the side. And anytime you have a new transfer, you want to fuzz it, especially on the surface we're using and we're layering, because if you do not, you could A, stretch your transfer, or B, lift your paste.
Yep.
Either way, you'll be sad. And you don't want to be sad.
Sad
it's Christmas time. You don't want to be sad. There's no crying at Christmas time. Okay. While those are fuzzing, we're going to put this here. So these are our tags. They come in a kit of 6. Right there. And these are tongue dispensers that when I asked Sean for paint sticks, he also brought me these back.
Yeah, they were basically paint stir sticks for like little pints. Then we have one for a gallon and another one for 5 gallon.
Which is what we made our Christmas sleigh out of. Mm-hmm. So we are using this just to secure this. I'm gonna die!
What'd you do?
Oh.
This is what, well, your thing wouldn't even work if you had it on there.
I need to go hospital. Oh my gosh. Help. I need more Captain. Oh, that's gonna blister.
I'm sure it will.
Okay, listen. That hurts.
Yeah, I bet it did.
I'm just gonna get a new tongue depressor. I'm so sad.
Because that's probably all cold. Ouch, they say.
Oh, he's right. I need to go to hospital.
Peppermint Crunch Mints. Oh, that sounds good.
What? And he chopped it.
Those during this time of year they do peppermint crunch. You take junior mints and they put peppermint crunch.
Stop it right now. That sounds amazing.
They are so good.
Actually, it could have been a lot worse because it wasn't super hot, so it could have been worse.
Ice, baby. Yeah, you have ice in there.
I have survived much worse. All right. Well, look at that. So, if you have any glue fall down, you could use another one of our tools, which is called
the scraper.
I love this. Sean uses this for everything.
I clean all the jar edges with them because I can get right up in there.
He literally uses it in our glow forge to get sticky stuff out. Like, he uses it crazy.
Run cold water on it.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's bad there and there. It is what it is, right?
How'd you do that?
He had a really bad blister because he accidentally.
I have mine's a blood blister because when I was putting in Allie's floor. When you get really close to the edge and you still have to hammer them in so they can lock, they have a special tool. So I was hitting it. I was holding and hitting it. And it's like, ah!
It was bad. Did you finally pop it yourself?
No, I did. I actually used Frankie's thing to do blood tests. But it wasn't actually, it couldn't go deep enough to do it.
I'm
I
sorry,
got a little
Sean.
blood out of it. I had a tiny one there too. Right there.
I'm so sorry, Sean. I'm probably going to have to go to the hospital myself, so.
Chrissy says she burnt 5 of her fingers the other night.
Okay, so I want to distress this a little bit on the edges, so I am going to grab some paint. And we are going to use... I heard a dog bark. I wonder if Luna's here. I'll be right back.
Are they coming over?
Yeah.
Oh. Miss Allie's coming.
Possibly. I don't know this.
After sure.
Come on, girls.
Salt? Oh my goodness. I know that's one big giant long. If it's not blistered and opened wet. Boy, yeah. That was one big giant word, Heidi. Oh, Michelle, he used what we use is this from Costco or any other kind of ammonia-free. You might want to make sure it's ammonia-free. And just roll your Swisper into that, and you can get Swispers pretty much anywhere online, Walmart, wherever. It's just a very tightly wound up. Instead of being soft and fluffy, it's very, very tight. So it does really well.
All right. So,
Hi, Karen.
So we're going to ink our edges just to give it a nice distressed look.
Oh, you ain't got some of that.
So, she just wants out. That puppy.
I got it.
Thank you, Sean.
Wants to go outside. Little Goyle.
So I'm just using Tim Holtz Distress Ink. This is Black Soot. And literally just going to ink my edges, just like you would for those of you who do paper crafts. This will distress it. Oh my gosh, that's starting to hurt now. I need to take a shot or something. It's burning. Do we have any cooling gel, Sean, or no?
Yeah, hold on.
We do? Oh, we have aloe vera. Oh my god. I was so excited. I've been planning this project, you guys, for like 2 weeks. Ever since I saw Cheryl's thing in summer, I took a screenshot and I was going through my camera roll and I rediscovered it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to make. And our internet and everything else has been a pain in my you-know-what. So I've been waiting. Where did Sean put... Okay, listen. This boy... Hey, Sean, where did you put the mousse? Sean?
Yeah?
Where did you put the mousse?
It's all up on the shelf here. Do you want them?
Yeah. I have a touch-up. Thank you. Okay. Dr. Sean is here to fix me.
If you don't have this in your house, You should always have aloe vera, always in your house. Put it in the fridge, nice and cold, for a burn.
And let's be honest, I'm probably going to have to amputate.
For a burn, wet it right away and dip it in flour. Let the flour dry on the burn and then brush it off. No blistering at all. It takes the heat out. Works every time. Wow, never heard of that. I have never heard of that.
Well, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it don't work.
Ice cubes and ice pack, yeah. Put salt on it. I promise it works, says Heidi.
Okay, so we have our touch-ups. So I'm just going to keep inking. Inky. Oops. Get inky with it. So I've done one, but I want to get a little bit of a darker edge.
Yeah, if you have an actual aloe vera plant, that's really nice.
We do not.
But Miss Jazzy does.
We also do have a money tree, and it's not working because I
no
owe
money.
the IRS $25,000. So the money tree is broken.
Yeah, it is a pretty plant though. I like it.
I love how much inking and edge brings to something. Look at that.
Oh, it just brings it.
It just is.
Nice highlighting. Nice something. It's really cool.
Okay, so we have nice, but if you want more,
What color did you use?
this is black soot.
Black soot.
So I always do at least 3, and then if you want to, you can always like go off of it and then do a real good fade in. So sometimes I do this where I just, and a lot of people say, how do you even know it's working? And it's like, you don't want it to be overpowering, but I promise you it's adding a little bit.
I use aloe vera all the time for moisturizing on my skin scrub. Turmeric is amazing for burns. Cold wet tea bag takes the heat out.
Okay, well, we can't do that. Sean has a dirty mind. See?
I didn't even go there. You did.
I knew what you were thinking.
Mine was going, do we even have any tea bags? And I went, yes, we do. We have some youthberry ones.
We do. All right, so I think I'm good. I'm just going to ink the edges here a little bit.
Lakefront says, are you going to put any ribbon where the holes are?
Ooh,
Ooh, look
girl,
at that.
you just wait. You just wait. You like it when my voice gets this high. All right, what are we thinking, Sean? We like that ink in?
I'm loving it. That's
Or
really
do you
awesome.
want...
No. That's
I think
really
you need to drink during every live because you are way more complimentive. Complimentive? Wait, no.
Complimentary.
You give out compliments way more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your finger? Your thumb. Stop it right now.
I mean, that sounds like a date to me when a guy asks me where my finger or thumb is. I mean, I also have one there. You didn't bring down a Band-Aid, so what am I supposed to do now? It's fine.
Are you sure? Just let us.
It already feels so much better, Sean. I feel the magic of Christmas is healing it. Okay. All right. So...
Is there another method of putting on the ink if you don't have a dauber?
A lot of people just use the
actual square.
Yeah. So, for example, let me grab another dooley-hoo. A lot of people just take this and very gently...
Because you figure it's actually a... You know, zoom in a little more. Go to the right. To your right. To your right. That's your left.
So a lot of people do that. The other thing you can do that a lot of people don't know is take a baby wipe. A Clorox wipe, baby wipe. Get it on there. And voila. Like that. So, or you can use makeup applicators. So the like triangle looking ones for under the eyes, you can use that.
Yep. Like they said, Jennifer just said makeup sponges work really good.
Yep. That's what I started on.
Yep.
That was my first.
The ones that look like teardrop things, all those kinds, they do work hard.
And then
Daubers are nice though.
Every once in a while, I will do just a streak down it. Not for highlighting, but just kind of to add...
Stress.
Yep. So you do not need to push hard, just very lightly. That dog.
The neighbor's out back.
Oh. Just like that. And if it's too much, I always tell people you can always just gently... Isn't that cool? Too much, or do you like it?
I love it.
No, look it straight on, not on the camera. What do you think? Good?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
So we're going to dry this. Let it chillax. It's time for it to chillax, Sean. Okay, let's get our board up. And let's start putting Santa Claus on.
Santa Claus. Is that you, Santa Claus?
Oh, Sean's singing Christmas remix. Because it's the only thing I listen to.
That's from...
Please zoom out. Is that you, Santa Claus?
Louis Armstrong. Is that you, Santa Claus?
Oh my God, you guys, he is drunk.
No.
You are drunk as a skunk.
Hi, Paige.
Okay, so we're not going to use the Rudolph part, and I didn't cut that out, but we are going to use, we're going to start Santa down here, and we're going to continue it. So right about, what do you think there?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to use candy, not candy apple. We're using
Scarlet.
Because Sean says Scarlet is a true Christmas.
Yes.
And the meaning of Christmas lies in your heart.
Yep.
Okay, so if you do not cut a piece where those cut lines are, it is open. So you need to use our placement tape and get a good coverage. All right.
Kathy wants to know what I'm drinking.
I don't know what he's drinking.
I'm drinking what's called a Washington Apple Teeny. It is Crown Royal Apple with equal parts of Krupp's sour apple pucker. It's basically sour apple and cranberry juice. So ounce, or 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, or if you have a really big glass, 2, 2, and 2. And
That was a lot.
that'll really get you going. But yeah, that's
why he's drunk.
I did 1.5, 1.5, 1.5.
And that's why he's 2 sheets to the wind.
No, I'm not.
All right, so my Scarlet is a little on the thicker side, so we have to move not super quick, but when you start chalking, you'll get a feel for your paste and know if something is on the drier side and you need to move a little quicker, and this is on the drier side, right? So I gotta check for my harsh lines, though. I'm a heavy chalker.
Carol asks, did you get your Keurig booze maker?
I have it on good authority that Santa's bringing it to me. Okay,
Yes,
so
he
this
is.
is definitely, you can see, on the thicker side. So if you have an issue like this, you just place your transfer back down.
Put some more liquid in there. Here you go.
Thank you. That's enough. That's enough.
I can't stop it once it goes. Sean keeps doing his little bounces, I know.
I told you he's drunk. You guys don't believe me.
Have you done your cooking videos yet? No, not yet. We are doing tomorrow in the afternoon almond roca. So it's more of the baking since we're in that point.
Since we're at that point in life.
Sean, you have me craving sour apple pucker. It's been years since I've had it. It's really good. I've had it once before, but you add it to the Crown Royal apple and some cranberry, and there you have a Washington Apple Teeny. It's so good.
So when you lift, just double check the areas, and if it pulled up, lay it back down, put some more. So right in that slate, you can see I need a little more. You just want to make sure it's placed down correctly. You don't want to place it down.
Yes, Paige, feeling good. Kenny's drinking Captain Morgan's and Diet Coke, or Coke Zero.
All right. I'm going to have Sean dry that.
Okay, I'm going to mute us while we dry. Be right back.
What?
We're unmuted, ready to go.
Okay, so I'm still gonna add even a little bit more water because it's still a little dry. And I do have a part on the reindeer I need to touch up.
I always liked cherry pucker in Dr. Pepper.
Gosh, I haven't had pucker in so long.
That's interesting.
I didn't even know they still made pucker.
Yeah. Kenny, don't you know that diet sodas are bad for you? They make you crave sugar.
I know they do. It's not diet technically. It's zero. But I will be honest, it is a treat that I'm even having it because I literally have cut out soda from my diet. And I how often do I drink soda, Sean?
Not often.
Okay, so we already fixed our spots where it was being a little turd. Where's the lid for this? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we really want to make sure this is dry. Okay, so I get questions a lot of the times on white will show through from other colors, and it is true. And really the best way to solve that is going to be add another layer of the red, which I might do later, but for now it's fine. But sometimes white will, it doesn't show through, you can just see kind of the outline sometimes.
No, it kind of, because it's the paste, even though the paste is pretty flat, it still has a height to it, so you might see that. My son does the same thing. He says those are your friends Ken and Sean. Lydia, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Captain and Coke?
Captain and Tennille. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I want my reindeers to be connected. They actually do connect at a point, which is right there, but then you can decide if you want it more of what angle you want it. What do you think? Right like that, or what do you think?
I think that looks pretty good.
I think it's going too much.
Too high up, maybe a little down.
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe a little?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you think right there?
Did you change it? It looks the same.
I changed it.
Okay.
But I can do it again.
Sorry.
No. Right there or there?
There you go. Down.
There?
Yeah.
There?
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you do this just right, in the right consistency, and we don't have to worry about my paste drying too quick, you could potentially use this right away. You just have to make sure the other layer is very dry. And what I mean by that is if you don't want to keep cleaning your transfer, Sean can dry it, I'll hold it, and as long as your screen doesn't get too clogged,
or contaminate or anything, you just put it right on for the next.
which makes it nice. Or you can clean it. It's up to you.
Okay.
You like it?
It's awesome looking.
Okay, so where do we want to put this, dear?
About the same
Right there?
until you get to the end there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks awesome.
Now you notice I didn't push it down a lot because you don't want to push it down because it will pull up your other paste if you didn't dry it 100%. So we are risking it, but that's okay. We're praying that our bets pay off. And if they don't, they don't.
It'll look awesome.
A wise man once told me, maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe
you'll divorce at 40.
Maybe you'll divorce at 40, or maybe you'll do the funky chicken at your 70th anniversary party.
Oh, Shawnee, you're not feeling any pain right now, are you?
Yeah.
See, these are teaser boards I probably should have waxed. Because that's why we're having an issue, I think. To be honest.
There you
go. Okay, so I'm going to go clean this.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's going to make it again. Sean's going to dry it. I think we get... Because there should be 8 reindeers minus Rudy. So
yeah.
one more reindeer.
One more. That should be good.
Can you take that board up so I can dry this? Are we still muted? Nope.
No, I never
Okay.
did.
So, to dry a transfer right away, I just put it down sopping wet. And I take our 4-inch squeegee and literally squeegee the water out. If you don't have a area you can do this and make sure it doesn't stick, I would use our self-healing cutting mat. So once I've squeegeed all the water out, I grab a fuzzing cloth, dry, 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 lift it up, dry, 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 and then I'm going to sandwich it in between 2 fuzzing cloths.
And if you don't have 2 of this size, you can probably do it.
Yeah, you could just...
Do they have different sizes of the same image? They unfortunately do not.
Yeah, that would be
an
inventory nightmare, I bet.
My goodness.
You can put it back down, love.
Okay.
So sometimes we will get the question a lot of, my paste is thin, it's the right consistency, I'm putting it on, I'm not letting it dry, and it still lifts up. If it does that, like it's doing on this board, it's usually your surface and you will have to wax, which I despise.
On this one, because it's got the white underneath, I don't think that's why it's not. Unless the white came up with it.
I think it is. I think it is, Sean. Sean, I think it is. Alright, so we're just putting our last cutie patootie reindeer. This is one that you could make if you were using white or black fur or brown or bark or whatever. You could put Rudy's nose in red. Rudy the red-nosed reindeer, that has me concerned. Like, okay, dry that.
Drying.
And he's drying. Now, if you wanted to, I'm not going to because I'll probably mess it up, but you could grab some metallic paint, stickles, and on all these jingle bells, you could paint them silver. But it will throw my gold off. So we're not going to do that. But you could if you want to. All right, so next is this, which will end up going right here. I'm not happy with some of this, so I'm going to add a little bit I need to break up the... Alright.
Beth said those stockings were awesome.
Oh!
The video that you showed.
I'll have to go get it, Sean. So our brother showed up last night, right when we were about to go live. And I shared the story on my Facebook page. You'll have to, for those that don't know what we're talking about. But they are awesome. And it was very sweet. And I think they felt bad that they were interrupting our live. But then I was coming downstairs to get stuff ready for the live. And I said, Sean, I cannot get our upload. Like, what's going on? And he was like, I don't know. I get so frustrated because Comcast literally tells us all the time, we don't know. You're not getting your packets. And I'm like, I have no... What are you talking about? What packets? Okay, there we go. So I wanted to break up... There was a little bit of an extra shine there, and I wanted to break that up. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Package is lost in the mail. What?
No bueno. No bueno. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Will you move the board?
I can.
We're going to do a quick check on... I want to add a little bit more distressing, so just a little right... And then I just take a little bit of a baby wipe and soften it. Just like that. Ooh la la. Ooh la la, Sean.
Ooh la la. Elizabeth said that video made her cry.
Oh, it was a very sweet thing that my sister-in-law did.
Yep.
And
it sure was.
It's very sweet that Sean will always say to me, I don't want another sock because your mom made that sock and he knows that's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have to make the hard decision. Do we like... Will you zoom in?
Yeah.
Do we like this top to bottom or do we like this top to bottom?
That one.
You like that?
Yep.
Still a little shiny there. So the mousse that we used on this, that's what the shininess, and I was hitting it. And so I want to break up that shininess. So that's what you guys are, why I keep using a little bit more paint, is this stuff is awesome, but it's so reflective that you can really see parts of it pop out. Did that fix it? Yeah, good. Okay, we're going to dry that, and I'm going to grab my Shimmer Frost. Where's my Shimmer Frost? Here it is. And if Shimmer Frost isn't enough for you, you can always use glitter. But we're not using glitter. Sean says no.
Come on, girls. Time to come back in. Hi, Titi. Titi. Sierra. Hi. Hi. Hello, baby girl.
Okay.
Bye.
So these are from our Be Merry kit. I have extras, a lot of them. We're going to see what it looks like. There'll be like little tassels that strippers wear.
Pasties.
Pasties. Okay, listen.
Oh, what does she have in her mouth? That's a would you bend piece.
Would you not do that?
No. No. She had that.
Back up.
Where'd you get that, little girl?
Little girl. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to be using placement tape just so I can measure it to make sure it's even on each side. Sorry for the crunch. Have you ever listened to someone live when they're eating? They're called mukbangs or something. I don't mind it, but there are people out there that want to punch them in the head. I'm just saying. Not saying that people want to punch you in the head right now, Sean, but I'm just saying. What does she have now?
I don't know. What do you have, little girl? Titi.
Is that even? Oh, yeah. Okay, so those can go off to the sides. And now we're going to grab the Believe.
Hi, Nicole.
Sierra, are you supposed to be up here?
Good night, Kieran. ASMR, says Leah.
Oh, that's not.
I would have to be right into the microphone for that one. What? Good girl. Believe.
Okay, so this is going to be a tight.
But it will fit.
All right. Grab our shimmer. You do get a little bit extra time with shimmer. It doesn't dry as quick. And I'm going to put on an extra amount just because I really want the shimmer to shine through from the red. So what I do is I put it in first and push it through the transfer, and then I add more. And I'm going to go back over it and add even more onto it. Almost like it's caked on there. Like I'm not removing the excess. And when you lift, it will give you a much deeper almost look to it. Okay. So now we're going to remove our excess. I'm going to lift one corner to see if it's enough shimmery for me. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looks nice.
I.e. Sean does not want to use glitter. When he goes, looks nice, is I do not want to clean up glitter. Is that what it is?
No, it looked great.
He doesn't want to clean up glitter, people.
Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go clean this. Sean is going to dry that.
Mm-hmm.
And wait on my hot glue.
Yep.
It is when you believe. All right. All right, excuse me, Jonathan. We got our board, and now we just need to affix it. So we can either glue it directly on, but I want to lift it up. Can you zoom out just a scotch? Thanks. So, excuse me. Everyone always says, Ken, why do you save paste, lids, and jars? Obviously, I don't want to raise it up a ton because this would be too much. But I can raise it up with just lids, and that gives us enough. But, oh, look at that. Perfect. So, we're going to hot glue this and then lift it up from the board. All right. And Sean just turned on our hot glue, so I don't know if it's ready yet. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all but dang. Okay. Let that dry for a quick sec. Won't take too long. Let me grab my hairdryer. So this is what I keep page charts for. This and to mix new colors. Oh my god. I love it. All right. Here, Sean, I'll let you hold that for a quick un momento. Grab our board. Are we zoomed out, E? Woo. All right. So now we just need to add our hot glue. And center is in where the two tags meet.
And at the point of your flourish.
Let that sit for a sec. Ooh, we could put little tassels down here too. We won't, because that will make it look like a stripper, but still.
Shut up. That looks so good. Beauty.
Santa's coming! All right. Okay, for those of you who have suffered through 2 long lives with us and us drinking, are you ready? Ta-da! Sean?
Beautiful.
Sean?
Yes.
Well?
I love it.
Are you coming?
Where to?
To the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express. Dun 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 dun. See the pasties go. See, look it. Dun 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 dun. Isn't it cute, you guys? I love it. This makes me feel so in the Christmassy spirit. And we made it from a board we didn't love. Let's go back down here. And sometimes it's the small touches of this in red. Thank you for Cheryl for giving me the inspiration, but I love it.
It is quite the awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm lightheaded. I love it so much. I love it. So I don't know if this one will go, it will get auctioned, but this one's going to be hard to say goodbye to because this is, I don't know if it's just the captain talking. It's magical.
It is very magical.
Let's show the peeps again. What do you guys think? That wood you bend, look at that. That's gorgeous. And it was so easy to do with the stuff we had.
Mm-hmm. And it is nice.
I love it.
Awesome.
So, thank you for everyone that stuck with us for a long live and patient with us. If you guys have questions on, hi R Gamma Tutu. I'm working on your project next. If you have questions on Couture, joining, being part of our team or tribe, if you like our crazy vibe, which I know not everyone does, you need to check us. Just, I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh, you can join. You can join as a club member. You can join as a team member. You can drink with us. Oh, which reminds me, if you like us drinking, come to the Ken and Sean show on Friday. I'll get posters. I'll get photos of this up tonight. And I don't know, maybe we'll give it away. Come up with a contest or something because I love it.
Yes.
I love it. It's exactly what I envisioned. I was so excited to make this project because I knew exactly what I wanted to.
You're fine.
Oh my gosh. I love it. So, all right. Anyways, we love you. We will be live tomorrow a lot of times. We're going to be making almond roca. I'm going to be in the car. We're going to do a Dixie Belle contest and a Couture project. So,
Ta-da.
Ta-da! I love you madly, dearly, the mostest. And Sean, you're the best hostess. And what's your final thought?
I love it. Absolutely gorgeous.
On a scale of 0 to 10.
It's an 11.
Why not a 13?
Well, it could be a 13 too.
Is it the best thing I've ever done?
Yes.
He answered that wrong. He was supposed to say, each piece you create has its own DNA, its own character, its own presence, and trying to rate them among others would be a disservice to each individual piece of artwork.
There you go.
Listen. Okay, we gotta go. I have to order Taco Bell. So, love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us through a lot of lives. This was fun. I hope you enjoyed the process. And if not, I'm sorry. But